Nana. Nana, yeah. Oh, unbelievable.
God, I am so
fire in the
chuffed
sky.
that Deep Purple are on, though. I've never had the pleasure before.
Do you know, I bumped into the stage crew earlier. This was a bit of a downer, actually, for me. He was carrying an amplifier. I bumped into him. He has gone mad at me.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's just a case of roadie rage.
And with today, in fact, you know, let me just get my bearings for a minute because I was
Get your bearings.
busy being hilarious.
Yeah, you really were.
Today we're going to go heavy metal mental because we've got superstars in our presence.
That's absolutely right. They've sold over 90... That can't be right. 90 million records.
That is a lot of vinyl.
They must be loaded. They were once officially the loudest band in the world. They are still officially rock and roll legends. Would you please welcome Ian Gillan, Roger Glover, Ian Pace, John Lord, Deep Purple!
Good morning.
How are you?
God, this is a hell of a
Very nice to have you here, guys. Good to be back.
Morning. Perfect. Morning.
Rocking good news as far as we're
Rocking good to have
concerned.
him here. First things first, guitarist Steve Morse is missing this morning.
Ah, yes.
Let's reassure any nervous Purple fans watching. Where is he here?
He's up there somewhere. He's in.
There's a lot of smoke coming in.
What were you guys doing around the back? Because that is rock and roll right there. Is that you or Linton?
Hello?
OK, there we go. But Steve Morse is all right.
Yes, he's fine. He's in transit. He's in the sky somewhere. We're on our way to Germany, and he's on his way from America to Germany. He's doing a gig with his band. He's got the Steve Morse band, you see.
He's got the Steve Morse band, so be reassured, Deep Purple fans, he is OK. It's all right.
Yeah.
Nice. OK, also coming up, Deep Purple, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes! Deep Purple in the house. Also, this morning we got a cooking challenge, haven't we?
Yeah, because Andrew's a big electric guitar man, aren't you?
Yeah, man.
Is that... Yeah?
Yeah.
And in actual fact, in your spare time, you made your own guitar when you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Have you got a picture of that? I think we might have.
Yeah,
Is it there? Wow, Ian.
That's me on the left.
So what sort of music do you actually play?
Anything really, but it's been heavy metal since I was like 14.
You're avoiding the boys' eyes, aren't you?
Purple.
Are you a big fan of the Purps?
Yeah, for ages.
The Purps.
The Purps.
So you're very chuffed the Purps are down the house this morning?
I'm amazed. It's just, I can't believe it.
You can't believe it?
Join the club.
Did you wear that shirt in their honour?
In honour.
A Deep Purple shirt. OK, do you know what? We're going to let you play with the band. We were going to let you play with the band. Let me just read this properly. Well, we were going to let you play with the band, but... Effectively, I'll just scan through. No, we're definitely not. We couldn't afford the Musicians' Union payments, so do you know what? We're going to give you and Dawn instead. This is something even better, I think. The chance to pass on some of your skills to them. You may have heard of Light Lunch. We're going to make a heavy metal breakfast, ladies and gentlemen.
Heavy metal breakfast.
Wow, they made a jingle and everything. Deep Purple, have you brought the ingredients with you?
I think we might have, yeah.
It's got bags.
There we go.
Load of stuff here.
Dawn, Andrew, have you got any suggestions for any... Let's just have a look at the ingredients.
What you got, mate?
Total something.
Creme fraiche.
We've got a label.
Fresh label saying Ian.
We've got some eggs.
Eggs
and
Salt.
sea salt
Hey, lime.
A lime, OK.
Fishy.
What do we do with that?
Fishy, you're thinking.
The lime.
Yeah.
What, have you got any fish there?
There is fish.
And some stuff.
Oh, yes, we got some
You've
fish
got
down there.
OK, you got some fish down there. OK, thank you very much.
One of these.
OK. Any suggestions?
Artificial Courtney Love.
Kedgeree.
Just like we rehearsed.
Right. Well, we've got about an hour to help Deep Purple prepare a heavy metal breakfast in the kitchen, and we'll keep an eye on how you're getting on, if you don't mind.
Kedgeree, one of my favourite breakfast foods. I've been looking
have you
forward to
ever tasted
that.
my sister's kedgeree?
I have actually,
Yeah.
yes.
Have you?
Yeah, I have tasted it once down at your parents' house.
Oh, that big pan at the back of the...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Would you like to take your positions in the kitchen, please, lads and lasses? That'd
Deep
be very
Purple!
nice.
Yes! With the Frogsons! Their support act go through. Kelly and Becky, you're not going to join them? Best not, eh? Stay here. It's too heavy, too metal.
Stay in here with us and we'll tell you things that you shouldn't really know.
It's very heavy, very metal. OK, after the break, Donna...
Hey, earlier earlier on this morning, we found out that not only are our family of the week pretty handy in the kitchen department, but also Andrew is a fan of legendary rockers Deep Purple. Yeah! So all in all, we have crafted a piece of television that should satisfy every Frogson in Spalding. Ain't that the truth? So we thought we'd combine these interests, actually, and you've come up trumps. Look at you wielding that knife. God, what's he called it? My brother's got a knife called Mike. Now, how are you getting on?
Fine.
Dad, you're doing very well, aren't you? You are doing very well.
Yes,
what
they're
was
all
on there? You
good.
spoiled some eggs.
Yeah.
Did you do that, Ian?
I did.
He chopped the onion. Look what he did to me onion. I didn't chop that onion.
Do you know what? I'd have thought that was
He macheted it.
Well, what can I say? So, Dawn, remind us what we're making.
Well, we're doing a version of kedgeree. We haven't got any rice and cream, so we're doing a lighter version, and we're going to use couscous. So that it's a bit healthy.
Is this what you specialise in the cafe?
Trying to do a,
Variations on a theme?
yeah, on a theme. Try so that it's not have a big piece of chocolate cake afterwards.
Yeah, if you fancy it, which is great. Now, some people might not be a fan of smoked haddock, but actually that's beginning to smell the savoury dream.
I caught a smoked haddock the other day.
Did you?
In London, yeah.
How big was it?
Yellow.
Was it? Lovely. Right, so, Dawn, please talk us how you're going to make this. What are the ingredients and how are you going to do it? This is just nearly madness, isn't it? Dawn, how are you making this? What are the ingredients, please?
Going down the shop. Stop breaking the egg. Right, we're going to fry.
What's in the smoke on the water?
Give him
give
the
him a banana.
We're going to fry. We're going to fry off the onions and a bit of garlic.
OK, so what sort of consistency are you getting those onions to?
Well, we're just so that they're transparent.
Loose.
Loose.
Loose onions. Nice.
Oh, it is. So we'll put those in. Oh, look, it's...
Count of
Okay.
peas, by the way. There's
Help me.
exactly 349 peas in there.
You ate one. You ate one.
Savant.
Right, I'm going to let you get on with that. I'm going to let you fry the onion
Okey-doke.
and make amends to Ian's dodgy chopping.
yeah,
there.
we'll try.
And leave you lads. What are you doing? Grating that? Lovely.
Yes.
It's just
You're just doing it.
Tearing my fingernails out.
And what's going on over here, lads?
Not a lot.
We're making a mess.
This is actually fruit yoghurt, isn't it?
Down to 3 eggs.
Tiny, the magic chef.
Hello, Tiny. What are you making? So what have you added to your yoghurt there, Anne?
Just every bit of fruit that we can get hold of, really.
You can't look me in the eye. I'm thinking you're lying.
It is.
It is beautiful. Now, is this something that you do every day?
No.
But Dawn has showed you how to perfect it and make a delicious-looking item like that. You're eating
wonderful,
that
isn't
later.
it?
Really nice.
It's a picture in a dish.
Very nice.
Are you adding sugar, etc., or just the fruit?
There's some honey going in there as well.
Oh, there you go then. Because if I had to rely just on fructose, I might feel a bit cheated.
You might do.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, look, it is like talking to mad people in here. So I think we need to go out for Johnny to talk with somebody who, frankly, isn't mad at all. We are learning all sorts. Welcome back to Your Big Breakfast. All this morning we've had rock leggings, Deep Purple, right here in our house. They've only been cooking for us with the help from our family of the week and the lovely Dawn, who's lingering back there, exhausted and spent.
Ripple for the chef. A ripple.
Lovely. Now, we're going to combine an interview with eating, which should be interesting, because I might spit all over you. Do you mind that? There's men that have paid money for that. Anyway, let's move on.
And indeed have done.
It is, in fact, a heavy metal breakfast.
Hey!
Heavy metal breakfast.
Hey, look at you with your couscous.
Do you know, I've got to tell you, this is so good.
It's really delicious.
Straight in.
Yeah, I've done straight in.
You're not
Sorry.
joking,
No,
right?
I've just wanted a bit of couscous. This is absolutely delicious. But I'm not hamming it up. You know, normally people go, like Richard and Judy. This really is very good.
I did a cooking spot on Richard and Judy.
Did you?
But this is an actual fact, Deep Purple's moment.
This is
So I
Deep
don't think
Purple.
anybody needs to know about that.
OK, is this the sort of breakfast you'd normally tuck into on the road, this kedgeree with couscous?
Most days, yeah. Some days it's... No, I mean... What? I mean, we've been around... We've been around.
Us, we got a microwave. We're fairly limited, but you can conjure up all sorts of things in a microwave.
Does it pull out your imagination then?
Well, only when you turn it to number 8.
And stick your head in. Yeah, right.
That's wonderful.
OK, back to your new album. It came out last week. It's a recording of a concert that you did with the London Symphony Orchestra at the Royal Albert Hall last year. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
OK, Ian, just explain to us what that was reprising, what that was going back to, because you did this originally quite a while ago, didn't you?
Well, John wrote the Concerto for Group and Orchestra in 1969, and we did it at the Royal Albert Hall in '69, 30 years ago to the day, with the Royal Philharmonic.
And that was on an album as well?
Yes, it was. But it wasn't actually, it didn't quite turn out quite right, because the orchestra in '69 looked really down their noses at us. Well,
Very snobby.
did we have to, you know? And
We like that, really.
Isn't that why you did it, though? To sort of add a little bit of, shouldn't have said part of the fact you're being written off as just
Well,
heavy metal artists.
well, that's one side of the story, and the other side of the story is the rest of the band weren't too keen on doing it either, because we were doing an album for Deep Purple.
I wrote it. Yeah, brought it along, you know.
This is John Lord. He wrote this. It's a bit like that Spinal Tap moment. Yeah.
And nobody wanted to do it, really, but we did it, and thanks to John and Malcolm Arnold, the conductor. And I think this was redemption time. We actually had to get it right this time and do it with enthusiasm, and it turned out great.
So why have you waited actually sort of kind of 30 years to do it again together? Because I heard a rumour that something happened to the music.
We lost the plot. I mean,
well, I'm afraid we lost the plot.
Yeah. We lost the score. We did the Hollywood Bowl, and somewhere between there and The Office, it just disappeared. John's work. I mean,
was it a disgruntled band member thing? I'm not doing that again, right? There we go.
I have my suspicions.
You have your suspicions. Who do you think it was?
What's it like playing the Albert Hall? Because I was listening to a classic guy the other day going on about the acoustics like playing outside, so it's a very difficult venue.
They're a bit wishy-washy, but they've put these giant, and they said magic mushrooms, these giant mushrooms.
Yeah, they look weird though, don't
they? Which is supposed to help, but all it does really is give you something to look at if you get bored.
Hey, pick up on the mushrooms, Mel.
Do you see it?
I can, I'm just watching my hands. But actually, just going back to this, they lost the music, and it was actually, the reason you did this because you're an obsessive Dutch fan, is that right?
Yeah.
The Dutch, they're so obsessive. Well, I don't think this is a problem.
That's a very good accent, that was very good. No, a guy called, he's a guy called Marco de Goey. Can you think, see that?
Plays for Chelsea.
Marco de Goey, yeah. He's in goal for Chelsea, yes. I know his brother Ed. So what did he do?
Well, he sort of cornered me in a Rotterdam hotel lobby and said, I know, but we won't go down.
Would you like a nice girl? No, I don't think this is a problem. I can get you this.
Well, after that happened, then he said, have you seen this? You know.
Look at her face. She's loving this.
And he brought out his this score.
I've scored! Yeah, right.
This is double entendre poetry.
I'm sorry,
good stuff. This is good stuff.
Good stuff. Good
No, what he'd done is he spent 2 years, the poor soul, listening to the old album and watching the old video, obsessively, and recreated the score. For a like 75, 80-piece orchestra, recreated it note by note, and he was about 70-75% right, leaving me a much easier job to sort of finish off.
He'd listen to it and painstakingly written down every note of every part of the orchestra.
An astonishing piece of musical detective work.
He is, do you know what, he is rock anorak numero uno. Oh, yes.
Thank goodness for him, though.
Yeah, actually, bless his heart. But can you now picture him?
Yes, I can. In a coffee shop with your headphones on.
He talks just like you picture him. He's one of these, it's very kind of, but he's a nice man.
Does he say, of course, a lot?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Of course he does.
I
don't think it's a problem.
He says it all the time.
Now, the concert was a huge success, wasn't it?
It was
in
a
actual fact,
wonderful night.
I think we can have a little look at a clip of it.
The
whole thing.
The whole thing. Here we go. Let's do another interesting thing. Go on.
Go on, then.
There's that Deep Purple live. There's an interesting fact Lisa has learned. Go on, Lisa.
Well, this did interest me, actually. You've been ahead of your time for several reasons. Musically, of course, you can wipe the floor with several bands, but also you've been using email since 1984.
1984.
Now, that is ahead of its time.
It certainly is. It wasn't called email then.
What was it called?
Messing around with very poor computers. They were the original ones.
The Model 100, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I do remember being in Australia,
Yeah.
and we just got them. And you dial up, you get a big modem like this, and you dial up, and your call goes up to the satellite, down to Washington somewhere where the main computer is, back up to the satellite and back to the next door room.
Yeah, we were it was costing about £96 a second to talk to the guy who was like 4 feet away, but it was such...
Hi, Roger, how are you?
It was such fun, you know, it was great.
I'm okay.
But they were so early, these things, that I'm okay took, I don't know, 9 minutes to come through. Okay, you know,
By which time you weren't.
Exactly, I've got bored.
By this time, you've driven your Rolls Royce into a swimming pool. Yeah, absolutely right.
I know a song about that.
But hang on, but Roger, go on.
We've been particularly intrigued by an email you posted on the Deep Purple website on Christmas Day. And I'd like to read... Or would you like to read that, sir?
I'll do it. Go on then. Roger said, the world is speeding up. The planet is spinning faster. We're all floating in a giant bathtub whose dirty water is rotating faster as it approaches the drain hole. Okay.
What did you stop?
What were you on and where can I get hold of it? No, what, just vaguely what were you
It's the
talking
Christmas sherry.
It was the Christmas sherry. Oh, the Shezza. Dry or sweet, Roger?
Dry.
Oh, dry sherry. 5 dry
That's
sherries for the
tomato
lads. That's tomato.
Do you have something dry?
It's a theory of mine that I think the world is speeding up.
The world is speeding up.
Because a minute now isn't worth what it was, let's say, 1950.
Time inflation.
But do you think
It's
that's
just
as you
like-
get
yeah,
older,
exactly.
the days pass quicker? Because you've lived more days?
No, I think it's happening to everyone, and no one notices because it's happening to everyone.
Should
And
we
there's
sling a
no way
couple
to
of
measure
cushions
it.
in the know?
Is the world spinning faster? Do we know that? As a fact, is the world...
It's an absolute fact.
Is it?
So minutes are getting shorter.
Who's going to disprove me?
Well, I'll tell you what, it means we have to work for less time here in the morning. That's true. But it's a big bonus. That's absolutely fantastic. A final question that's always intrigued me. In guitar shops, you always used to see signs saying, please do not play Smoke on the Water. Have any of you ever been tempted to sneak into a guitar shop and just play it? Play the riff?
That's a great idea. Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's do that today. Go on tour on guitar shops in the West End to play Smoke on the Water.
Annoying every guitar shop in the country, yeah.
Yeah, leave that,
And then they say, you can't play that. I say, oh, yes, I can.
And I'm claiming my £85. Here I go.
Well, I must say, I've enjoyed breakfast. I hope you have.
Absolutely.
Do you know what? This was Kedgeree. That was Deep Purple, ladies and gentlemen. What's happening now?
It's time for Willing and Cable.
Well, it's very unusual, boys, because I've never had a rock band staying before, and it's left me all of a dither, I don't mind telling you. You see, normally people just leave what they don't like at the side of the plate. They don't, like, sling the plate all over the place.
Yeah, well,
You might well look like that, young man.
I'm sorry.
Both of you. You're naughty. And I wouldn't mind, but I've been up all night picking mauve bloomin' Smarties out for you, Roger. I've never been asked such requests before. It's terrible. When is Jason going to get back from the shops?
Hello, it's Tina.
Oh, Jason, thank goodness you're back.
You're right, Aunt. You're right.
Did you remember some gypsy creams?
Oh, no.
I've only got half a packet left.
I knew there was some.
Oh, these boys are bloomin' gannets.
Have they had all your filling?
They've ripped the neck out me chocolate biscuit assortment.
Oh, rock and roll.
Mr. Lord wants some, but he doesn't want the creamy bit in the middle of that, so you're going to have to lick it out for him.
I won't do that for anyone, Auntie.
And I'd like very much
Gypsy
to
cream or
relax.
no?
I'd like very much to be able to relax in front of the television, but some naughty boys threw it out of the window last night, didn't they? Now it won't work.
Picture affected. Oh, Auntie Tina, I think they're Willing and Cable. Auntie Tina, I've got
Yes.
an idea.
Oh,
What?
tell me something, I'm razzled.
Why don't I try holding the aerial up in different positions so we can see if we can get the photos of various famous people for Deep Purps together?
Okay, now, for you all right, love?
Yes.
Now, you're coughing better, aren't you, than you were last night?
Thank you.
Oh, he's got a purple head.
He's got moisture on the chest.
He will have.
Given half a chance.
Auntie, you are so naughty. That's the change.
Do you know what they're doing? They're messing around with my my
Your
Elastopack.
change.
Now, how long have we got for you to mess around with that then? 60 seconds, isn't it?
As long until you have a flush.
60 seconds until I go crimson and everyone knows I'm in the middle of the change.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready? All we need now is for Tanya from Essex to ring.
Oh, he's telling us a message on the line.
Hello, Tan.
Hello, Tanya.
Hello, Tina.
Hello, love. You all
Tony
right?
from Essex.
How are you?
Oh, very well, thank you.
We're going to ask you to sort of scat, in that I might ask you questions you wouldn't normally like to answer.
All right.
All right?
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
No, you see, you're not ready for me. What's your guess, Tam?
5.
5, OK. Could you write that down, Jace?
All right.
Best handwriting, because we have got a rock band in. Thanks very much, love. Speak to you later.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Give me 5.
Hello, George.
Hello, Tina.
George, where are you?
I'm from Northern Ireland.
Is that not fabulous? What's the weather like? Rainy?
Mm-hmm.
Have I got you a little bit
You're not giving much away, are you, Georgie?
Oh, he's very cloak and dagger.
Oh, look, you've knocked me what's-its.
What?
No, on the floor.
Oh. Blame these two.
Oh, you've hurt
The
me
two
what's-its.
Ians went mad with the cheesy what's-it packet. Oh, it's hilarious. OK, George, what's your guess, love?
6.
11?
6.
6 it
Auntie
is, then.
Tina, you know what, you're a big tease, aren't you? Teasing Georgie boy from County Antrim.
Fine, then. That's what your uncle used to say.
Yeah.
Before he got taken. Hello, Carol.
Good morning, Auntie Tina.
Hello, love. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm not bad. Do you know what? What's the weather doing in Scotland?
It's raining out here, Auntie.
It's not very
I
nice.
bet it is. Is it lovely up there?
No, it's not.
Oh, isn't it? Still, it brings all the acid yellows out, doesn't it, the rain?
It does indeed.
Yeah. These lads can tell you all about that.
Acid rain, all in my brain. Oh, you know what? I've squeezed one of my what's-its.
Watch me, trolley.
I'm off it.
Write down Carol's
You've
guess.
never been the same since your uncle was roughly taken.
I was.
I know.
By the angels dressed as policemen.
Oh.
Now, what's your guess, love?
I think 7.
I think you best
Oh,
say that.
it's so predictable,
Well done. Go on,
Auntie.
stick it down. See you later, Carol.
Thanks,
I'll do a
Auntie
French
Tina.
7.
Bye.
Go on, do it French. Bye.
Don't you love that French 7? Don't it make people look a lot more intelligent?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, because the
actually?
French
Well,
can't differentiate without it.
That's lovely, though. That could be on Play School, that 5.
Auntie, shall I just picture?
Do something, because my mind's wandering.
Oh, you're having one of your flushes?
I am.
Are you, Auntie?
I'm quite enjoying it.
Grab a cream. Right, here we go.
Right, we write.
Time out for a full house.
Come on, then, let's move the budgie cage.
Is it all right over
number
there,
1.
Auntie?
Can you say anything, lads? Oh, who's that? Surely this one should be called Scary Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are an improvement.
Who is it?
That's Jerry.
It's Jerry Halliwell. Let's see. Move again. Who's this? He's a funny man, and now he's got a funny face.
It's what's his name? I'll never forget him.
Sounds like...
Is it Richard? No.
No, you know who that is.
He used to work on the show,
Not
doing
Badil, mate.
Not Badil.
The other one.
Who is it? It's his birthday.
The one who's
last
just been. He's got a huge contract with lots of money.
Over here, is that better?
week. Anybody?
Forgotten.
Anything?
it.
Right, we're going to pass on. It was Frank Skinner.
It was
the one.
Richard Orford.
Who's this then? Cliff Richard.
Yeah. It's Cliff Richard.
Oh, no!
Is it better over here,
Who's
Auntie?
this? Yes, it's good, that. This one looks like
Is it better over here?
Brad Pitt. You got it right. OK, now let's move on. He does at least have a beautiful right foot.
Who's that?
That's what happened. OK, we got Beckham. This is what happens when the wind changes. What? Oh, no. How many was that?
How many was that?
That was 4. They got 4 right.
Oh, we got half a Skinner.
That'll get us nowhere. Tanya? Yeah, hello? You know what? You're going to the Big Apple, love.
Oh,
Do you know what? Courtesy of Deep Purple.
Oh, thank you very much.
She loves you now. Talk about smoke on the water, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Tanya, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
See you later, love. God, I'm all of a dither. Because I know there's a hilarious gag at the end.
I do as well. Should we thumb through us cards, find the gag?
I know, Mr. Gillen.
I was just trying to work out how we could have got 7 anyway.
Very quick.
Very easily, I tell you.
Do you recognise me in
It's all a
any
question of the
voice?
right of plant.
I'm going to say, she does
There's something about her that looks
There's something about
familiar.
you that just looks...
If I stand up and do like that a little bit, and imagine that I've got a doppelganger sister.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jason?
It was the Come Taste the Band tour in 1975.
It was
wasn't it?
Come Taste the Band, and we did, and we tasted the music as well.
Actually, you and my mum were groupies.
Yes, we were a little bit, and we were after dinner. Meet your father, Jason.